That's who the Ganusuni people are. And I say Ganusuni because I'm a Ganyagal, okay? And that's my language. They put Haudenosaunee across the passport, okay? That's a Seneca, okay? Haudenosaunee. So, but that's what they put on there, okay? And we need to understand that as we're talking, we all talk a little bit differently. So I would say Ganusuni Ganusuni.
I would like to discuss what my brother has presented, the way the issues are passed when there's a council. I have been an active participant in this process for a lot of years. Okay? When I was a younger man, I was appointed of Rodenu Satstilist. It's a person who is not a condoning chief. It's a person who keeps the issues and the procedures of the house in order. Okay? So, it's been for many, many years that this Rodenu Satstilist has no more role. There's nobody officiating in that capacity anymore. So, what happens is, let's say there's an active council going on. Let's say you have the WOW here, and Runatayuni here, and Rudiskelewa City. And you're sitting here as maybe you're part of the Bear Clan. And you're listening, and it comes to your attention that there's something really important that's missing in their discussion. Okay? Maybe you have some information that's really critical to the information that the discussion is happening. How do you interject your position? How do you involve yourself so that the leadership is aware of the information that you feel is critical? Maybe it's going to affect your family dramatically, and you're very concerned that they take that issue into consideration. Okay? Back in the day, it never used to be like it is today. You know, today, you will see women jump up to their feet and they start talking. Outside of procedure of when there's a council happening, it never used to be allowed for anybody to get up and speak. You have to ask Rodenu Satstilist if you could have permission to speak your issue. It doesn't happen like that anymore. People jump up and they're banging their shoes on the floor, trying to get attention. No, really, it's just what's happening. We outside of the practice of diplomatic, it's disgraceful. But I've seen it in the past when it was respectable, when there was a Rodenu Satstilist, and women or the clan mother would say, well, like this, they would call the Rodenu Satstilist to the place where they're sitting, and he would come over there, and they would tell him what their concern is, and he would go back and he would report to the council, the chiefs, and they could stop a discussion. And I've seen it, that the leadership would step outside of the longhouse and discuss it with their clan. Or they would discuss it in the house, but they would put a hold on the procedure of yeah. See, when there's something critical, that's what's missing in our procedures today. When somebody has a serious concern that will affect their family, there's no procedure to provide that information properly to our leaders. So you get bummed right out. You know, you're sitting there, they're not listening to me. Mm-hmm. They're not concerned about me. They're only talking about when they're going to go to Washington again, or when they're going to go to Albany again. That's all they ever talk about. They don't concern about my family. They're not concerned about there's something in my family that's not healthy. and they could do something about it, but they refuse to accept it. There's a procedure. Our law provides for it, but we have lost that information. We have lost that mannerism of respect. It's no disrespect to the council if you introduce your issues properly. Kaya Estrada-Goeman talks about everyone has a voice, but you gotta know the procedure. If you don't know the procedure, then they're gonna shush you out the door. That's what's important in this discussion, in my opinion, this discussion today. What is that procedure? So I present it to you gentlemen. What is the procedure for the people to have a voice? It's important because we feel that we don't have a voice. We feel that our concerns are not being
Acknowledged.
Nobody's listening to the hurt in my heart. Nobody's listening to my problem with my clan that I can't get it straightened around, you know. I need their help, but I got no apparatus to ask them. So I just want to present that part. It's critical piece. That's what leadership's all about. And I've seen it for years. I've seen it many years. I've seen people get offended when you tell them, wait a minute, you can't speak right now because of procedure. They don't understand that when there's a procedure going on, they don't speak. There's a time for them to speak. But what is that procedure? That's what I'm asking these gentlemen to explain. Is that question clear to everybody? Yeah.